name's Grandad. Hello everyone, and this week we'll be finishing off the floor. Just roughing this surface up because this has all been varnished, so because we're going to be gluing the, you'll see in a minute, but when we glue the pieces of tongue and groove flooring in the middle, just so that it's got a roughed up surface to stick to rather than trying to stick to the varnish. So yeah, on my hands and knees again, aren't I? Put the frame, that outside frame in first, I think. Starboard. What side then?
Now, do you want to just get the middles in?
Yeah.
Before they're glued, or now?
Yeah, we'll get them. We'll drop all the middles in without gluing them, and then we can fix this in place, and then lift them out, and then glue it and stick them back down.
Yeah, once that's dry.
Once they're stuck in place, yeah. Righto, so we should be able to fix that in place now, shouldn't we? Mm. Looks nice, doesn't it, like that?
Yeah.
Do something on that edge there, do you think?
On what edge?
Oh no, sort of on this inside rather than in the middle. Or
yeah, because in the middle's near the line, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. They're in then. So if we lift them out,
yeah,
we can glue all the base and then stick them down and
yeah,
put some in there then, can't we?
Yeah.
And tongue and groove for the tongue and groove. I'll just put it all over, can't I, really? And then just spread it, yeah?
So he did routed the bits out for the handles to go in, and look a bit rough at the moment, just where they're routed, and then I'm just going to clean them up and stain them and varnish them, same as the boards, and then we can put the handles on. So the centre bits are part of the boards that are on the outside as well. So it's one board running all the way along. So it all like matches up. And the middle one with the handle will have the screws in anyway.
Yeah. We're using the flush fit handles again, the same as we used on the clarifier electrical cupboard. bit different design, but we found that these being that slightly bigger size, it's easy to get your hand and your fingers in and pull the lid. Right.
Using screws to go through the floorboards and the ply, aren't you?
Yeah.
Longer
than the ones that come with us with these, yeah. Because the ones that come with these are only about, I don't know, 16 mil, so they'll only go through the board. But yeah, as Ailey says, we're going to go longer, so we go through this tongue and groove and into the plywood below.
So we'll leave that for a bit to dry.
Yeah.
So if you'd watched part 1 of us laying the floor, this little square was to put a piece of flooring that had come from Rock City, a music venue in Nottingham. They had lots of top bands in, and
Still going now.
yeah, it's still going. And they replaced the floor and sold off a lot of their floor that was there. So I brought a little piece. It's got a little stamp on with Rock City. So now that's embedded into the floor of our boat. So
yeah,
just a little reminder.
A little bit of Nottingham. Right, now the floor's all been fitted, we can concentrate now on getting the rest of the pipework boxed in. Some people may, if you've seen other fit outs, they will box all the pipework in first and then they will fit the kitchen and the saloon dinettes and everything up to those and cut out the different sections to get them into place. But we haven't done that on our boat. If you watched our vlogs, you'll see we haven't. And the last bit to do is in the saloon.
Yeah, so there's only 3 sections.
3 little
sections
sections,
to do, isn't there? Yeah,
that's where we are now. So the first one we're going to do is do the hardest one, because this is where the radiator is. And if you do watch our vlogs, you will see that we've tried to make everything accessible on the boat. So if there's any snags, we haven't got to sort of destroy the boat or rip the boat to pieces to get to anything. So the intention now is to box these pipes in, but we're going to leave it so that every section is removable, so that if there's a snag on here, we can just quickly remove that, and hopefully it's just a case of retightening one of these fittings up or working on that if there's a leak.
And we've learnt that from we lived in our motorhome for 3.5 years continuously, and because it was already built, they had sealed everything in, so under the kitchen cupboards, under the bed, everything that went wrong seemed to be in those. We had a pipe we was in Portugal, weren't we, or somewhere, and it was in the van. We heard a mighty pop and bang, and pipe had blown off the water heater under the bed, which sounds quite simple, but it was an absolute nightmare trying to get to this particular pipe. And obviously the longer it's left, the more water you've got sort of coming out. So that sort of learnt his lesson, really, hasn't it? Yeah, that everything we've done, from electrics, plumbing, everything, we've tried to make it accessible. The chlorifier, you put the pipes coming out the way that we could get to the floor. But we've put everything above. But long term, it makes it so much easier. Yeah. Because you just can create a load of snags, can't you, if you don't do that? Yeah. So it's also a bit of a pain that we've got to put everything on magnets or make everything come out. It takes a bit longer doing anything, but we don't want to be in that situation. No, we're not intending to do this boat and then move it on and move on to something else soon. We're intending to keep it long term, so it's just future proofing it, isn't it? Yeah. That's a good word, isn't it? Future proofing? Yeah, I've just learnt it. You could use it a few times in this. Yeah, so we're just going to future proof all this wood now. Now, if I can just explain as well, the piece of wood that we've the long thin piece of wood that we put on the bottom there.
Yeah.
Dad's
messing around with.
Putting his fingers there. It's because we're using the wood that we've already got, and it's not quite high enough, this one, for
just for us to go over this. Yeah, it'd be fine to go over this side because this side's higher, isn't it? So yeah.
And that was a scrap piece that we had left over.
Yeah, just
from the floor frame, yeah, from the hatches. So we're gonna glue that on, so you won't see it, but it's not
going to be sticking out like that. That's just for me to just use this as a point to reference at the moment.
Yeah. So if you're wondering what it is, that's why it's just to make that a little bit higher.
So first bit is to get this bit that's not stained yet, which is going to sit on the top of there. We need to cut a notch out in there. I'm going to drill a circle, drill a hole, and then notch the rest out so that can then be removed and slid onto there and removed.
Yeah. And the reason why you're not putting them in a hole,
not going to just drill a hole and then just stick the pipe straight through there, because it's
you don't want to keep draining it.
I don't want to drain the radiator. If I need to get it out, I need to, yeah. It's just going to be easier to do it that way, a lot easier. First off, I just mark in the centre of these pipes. And then
this bit's one of my favourite areas, Grandad, this corner.
Is it?
Yeah, because there's nothing in front of it. It's like space, and I absolutely love these radiators.
Yeah, they're nice.
Looks really nice.
They work well, don't they? So yeah, I'm just going to measure from the wall to there, and then just put it on a couple of 2 or 3 mil, just so I know that it's not going to be too close to that pipe. Just check that'll be okay.
Also, for those that are just starting to do a fit out, the boat expands and shrinks a lot.
Yeah.
Everything inside it expands and shrinks a lot, depending on the seasons, from the steel and the wood. So when you're doing anything, make sure you've got a gap in everything.
So that's where the pipe will finish. Nanny. Roughly about there. So if I come back and then just do my hole there up to that line, we should be good.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I need to.
You've got to get up again.
No, I'm just thinking how to get a measurement on there for the size of that pipe.
We're at the stage where I can't get on the floor because I've got a bad hip and leg.
And Grandad can't get off the floor.
Grandad, get down, but you can't get up again. You've done really well laying on the floor though.
Just check that. Yeah, there, and there. That's fine. Oh, God. So, if we draw a line straight up those 2 pencil marks, that's going to be a notch, isn't it?
Oops.
That's me.
That's all the sewing stuff fallen. That's alright. I'll do it in a minute.
Right, so there's the 2 notches, and then we're just saying that's going to be a little curved piece at the end. Holes, and then this piece that's being cut out is going to be reinserted when we've finished with this. It's going to be reinserted to there so that it fills that gap in.
Yeah.
So I need to get the drill set up now, Nanny.
That can be like flicked out, put in,
flicked out. Yeah. So now the hole's cut for the pipe, you can just cut along these 2 pencil lines now, just to line up with the outside edge of each side of there. and then hopefully it'll be alright. See if it works then. Just need to decide what we need to cut out the side of here now, the width from the wall to there, to bring this so it's flush to that, don't we?
Yeah. Also, can we have the edge curved rather than it square?
This?
Yeah.
Bull nose it round?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
In your spare time.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that tonight in my sleep.
Actually, I could do that. Is it just sanding or router it?
Probably be able to do it with some coarse sandpaper, wouldn't you, and just fine it down, yeah.
Okay.
Probably be easier doing that than sanding, I don't know. I don't know, I can't think where the sander is, so probably is going to be done by hand.
We had left a little gap for the boards to go on this, but when we went to lay them, we realised we needed to bring it out a little bit more. This is the worst. That's the worst tool to edit. If I'm editing with my earphones on, as soon as that comes on, I have to quickly put it on silent.
Okay, let's be right there. See if that fits in, shall we?
It's really fiddly without having anything to rest on. The strip of wood's been glued on now, and Ada's just making the holes for the screws to go into the floor.
Should be alright there then. So, piece on the back that when that sits down, it's got something to support the back there. Wood block on the bottom there, just to stop it trying to push that way. Shouldn't do, but just as a precaution. So for this section, there is no joints behind there, no pipe joints, so we've been able to make this boxing in one piece, if you like, two pieces of wood joined together with a strengthening piece down the centre. So there shouldn't be any reason to really remove this at any time. And then at the sides, the reason this doesn't run the whole length, there's a gap either side, is because there's going to be a magnet going on the wall there, that sort of area, both sides, and then the bit that marries up with that is going to go on the underside of there, so that when this drops in they should meet, and that's magnetised then in place.
Yeah.
And then, so to get that line, I've just pencil lined, obviously just put a piece of wood on top of there, and then just pencil line there, and then I'm just going to put this piece of wood there at the moment and just put a little pencil mark on the wall, pencil mark on here, pencil mark on the wall, pencil mark on there, lined up, so I know that that line is the centre line for this magnet to screw onto there, so we're not going to miss the magnet basically.
Yeah.
So that's the next job.
And there's no joints in this or anything. It's just,
no, there's no,
again, just being able to take everything.
Yeah,
off.
there's no joints there to leak at all,
No.
and there's quite a distance that way and that way before it's a joint. But
yeah,
if ever these need to be replaced or anything, it just makes it easier for pulling it through or whatever.
Because it runs through there. Then you take the bottom drawers out of the dresser, and it runs through there, and then up to that one.
And then you get through the dinette seats to the
seats.
others.
It's under the seats and all the way up.
You get the gist.
Yes.
Right, let's mark these up then. Put these on.
We've just stuck a spare bit of wood in that gap,
Oh, yeah.
only because the trim that's going to go round the fireplace, we're now just doing it a little bit thicker,
Chunkier.
a bit chunkier, and so it was just having something to sit on there.
Support it and that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so those should fit now. Okay.
Yeah.
Set them off there then.
Do you think I could trust you? Like I trust you doing tools. If we went to one of them axe throwing things. I stand there and you miss me.
Yeah, it all depends what mood you're in.
Or what mood you're in.
Yeah.
Whether I've been helping you that day or not.
What made you think of that?
I'm just thinking, like, all the
Trust
times I put my fingers there to
You've got
help
trust
you.
issues, haven't you?
I didn't until I was with you.
I do have that effect on people. Yeah.
Oh, did not touch him.
No. I think I've got to raise them up a little bit.
See if it works. Then.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you hear it?
Yeah. That's good.
And then you can just get something, a knife or something, just lift it out then, can't you, if you need to. It's never going to come out, is it, that? But
No. But you never know. So the last bit to go in was done in 2 pieces, but it didn't matter that there was a join because this is the longest run and the biggest run of boxing in, but it sits behind the settee, behind the sofa. So you'll never see it. Now we've done this so it comes out and it fits under the legs, so it comes up to the legs, so the sofa can like push up quite close to the wall, but we didn't want it fully up to the wall because we want a gap, because we need to put our mosquito nets that go in our hatches behind there. And that's all done. I'll have to just touch up them edges, the joints, because they've just got a bit scuffed.
Yeah. Okay, so we've mitered the corner for there. We've cut this a bit long, so all we need to do now is we cut mitre on that end as well. So if we push that mitre to the end of there and then push this up to there, we know that that's where that needs to be cut off to length. So when that's reversed the other way, that should fit across that gap in theory. And we round those edges off, aren't we, so they're not going to be sharp.
Stubby toe corners.
Yeah.
Again, we're only screwing these on because we didn't want to glue them on, because we want to be able to get them off if we ever need to get the dinette out. And we've made the dinette in different sections, so the middle section can come out if we ever need it to come out. So we just need to fill those holes and paint them, and may put a bit of cork on the top. We're going to add the return, the small bit that goes back to the cupboards once the kickboard has been put on the drawers underneath, so we can get that accurate.
Are they cool in there? Will they stay cool, not melted or anything?
Yeah, it's a bit cold.
Yeah, because it's under the water, isn't it? Yeah.
I'm just going to change it.
So you're going to both have one of those?
Yeah.
And it never gets hard enough for you. You've been enchanting this heart of mine for the longest time. Slow dancer, you stun me up with all your romancing, and it's making me weak like no one else, like there's no one else in the world. I'm under your spell, baby. This is our time. The dance floor is jumping. Move me tonight, boy. You got something that makes me feel like I'm at the top of the world. Spin me around and around. This is our time. The dance floor is jumping.
Just need to dust the floor and we can put the furniture back.